Namo Adidafa. Thanks so much for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For our Dharma lessons, we're continuing to read Everything We Do Matters by the Venerable Wuling. We're continuing in Chapter 8, Transforming Greed and Anger. When we read or hear that our thoughts and actions will have consequences that we will have to bear in the future, many of us concur and nod in agreement. While we are reading or listening, we believe and accept. But how long will we remember, and how well will we understand after the book is closed or the speaker has ceased speaking? We do not truly understand. We have been told, but we cannot remember, we cannot do, and we cannot change. So easily we fall back into those comfortable bad habits of desire and attachment, selfishness and anger. We try, we want to do what is good. We sincerely do not want to hurt another person, put ourselves first at the expense of others, or be consumed again by our anger. But as time passes, we slip back into forgetting. Maybe in this age of almost instant communication, we have become desensitized to wrongdoings. What's a little bit more anger, a little bit more hate, a little bit more gossip, a little bit more falsehood? After all, everyone is doing it. Stealing, coveting, lying. People argue, surely the law of cause and effect does not apply to little indiscretions, but it does. It is a universal law, which means it applies 100%, not just 60% or 80% of the time. In our desensitization, we conveniently rationalize that certain wrong actions are okay to do, that only certain wrong actions are truly wrong, so we devise our own little law of cause and effect. And we end up with knowing, but not fully understanding. Our old habits blind us to remembering the principle of cause and effect. Maybe if we can be reminded right away, or just before we do anything wrong, that a wrongful action is forthcoming, maybe we can stop our bad habits. If only we can, just as when we hit our fingers, the cause, we feel pain, the effect, feel the consequences right away, maybe we will stop all our wrongdoings. The fear of instant repercussions, in this case instant throbbing pain in the finger, will surely stop further causes. Alas, most times we do not have such instant reminders, and so we slip back again and again, further and further, to knowing but not fully understanding. A person who truly understands realizes that constantly wanting more is pointless, because we only need what we can reasonably use, whether it is food, clothing, a place to live, or other necessities, and that we will not find happiness in wanting and obtaining more. This wise person finds contentment in the appreciation of what we have. A person who is aware knows that they feel much better when they are calm and undisturbed than when they are angry and agitated. This wise person understands the futility and danger of anger and chooses to let go of it. The reality is that the wisdom is already within us, as is contentment and serenity. Craving, anger, and unawareness are not our true essence, rather destructive habits that we have picked up. Although we have yet to become sincerely accomplished in all the practices of generosity and goodness, each of us can work to accomplish this goal. By thinking of benefiting others instead of ourselves, by letting go of our anger instead of allowing it to grow and fester, by illuminating the darkness of unawareness with the clear light of understanding, we will transform ourselves from within, from our heart and mind. We can carry this determination with us. We can broaden that thought until it is our guiding thought. And then, one day, we too will awaken to our perfect compassion, gentleness, and happiness. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Namo Adida Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.